Hello everyone, I want to share the story how we came to the point of today, how Global Influencer was started. It started about 6 years ago when Matthias, which runs the camp here, the innovation camp, with me and Ben together, we sticked our heads together and we were brainstorming and thinking about how can we help our friends to start a business. So we invited our friends and we met on a regular basis. And what we did, we encouraged each other, we maximized each other, we helped each other to start a business and to find the right business for our friends. So every one of them now has its own business and is successful. And then one day, someone invited me to do a strategic workshop at YMCA headquarters in Geneva. So what I stressed was the point of what problem do we solve. It wasn't about a good idea. So what I wanted to know is what problem will YMCA solve in future? And the new president, Carlos Sanfe, he suddenly mentioned a number which shocked me. The number was that. It's not 2 million, it's 2 billion. And he said, what drives him crazy is that probably very soon we're gonna have 2 billion so-called useless people. What do you mean by useless people? I asked. He said people which we don't need anymore because of robotics, automatization, digitalization, because robots will take over. So I started to think about that. And I actually also did some research later. So experts some talk about 1 billion, others go even up to 3 billion. So, and some say nothing. But most of them, they say somewhere between 1 and 3. But still 1 is a lot. So we started to brainstorm and to find out what can we do or what can YMCA do to solve that problem. And the idea came up, we need a movement. We need something which is multiplying, which is going on and on and on. We cannot train 2 billion of people, but we can train 18 or 19 here. We can train a few, which will train others. That's why you will get something, and that's also why we're gonna record everything, that you can train others. So it will be an ongoing movement. It will be an ongoing training. This is just the beginning, and we are super excited to start it here. So, and then of course we had a lot of meetings with the YMCA headquarters and so on, and how shall we do it, and where do we start it, and who is invited and who not, and set everything together. And we called that baby, it's still a baby, one day it will be a grown man. So we called that baby Global Influencer. So it is the tools of eLab together with the organization of YMCA. And actually I was shocked how huge YMCA is. I had no idea, I was not linked to YMCA before that. YMCA has 48 million members in 116 countries. So Matthias and Ben and me, we were super excited that we have such a huge organization which can take on that training and multiplying it in many nations. So Global Influencer run by YMCA using all the tools which we set it up in the last few years, which are called eLab. So that's just that you know the story behind. Our dream is to connect you with yourself. We believe this is very important. And that is what Global Influencer is all about. That you will find out who are you, what are your strengths, what are your values, what you're good in, what is also your purpose, what is the bigger picture, what you're running for. Purpose. So connect you with your purpose and connect you with work, which could be a business or also NGO work. So that who you are is linked to your purpose and is also linked to your work. And also that you will multiply or reproduce yourself into others. So in 1 year, maybe your name is Julia, right? We're gonna see not only one Julia on this earth. Maybe she's going to Nigeria. We're gonna see many little Julias. You understand what I mean? So reproducing yourself. Not only one Peter, but many Peters. I did that for many years. There are many little Peters around this world already. Of course, they are named differently. But this is very important. So this is one of our core values, is this multiplication. We're gonna stress you with that word because this is so important for us. Otherwise, we can't solve that problem. We want to bring meaning to people. You know, work is important, even if you don't get money for it. But people need a purpose, they need a meaning in their life. So that's what it is all about. And so we asked, Matthias and I, we asked Ben, hey Ben, do you want to join us? You know, we are friends for many years. Matthias and I, we know each other for many years, I think about 20 years. And also Ben, it's about 15 years. We worked together in different projects. So we said, we need Ben. He's the best in what he's doing. You know, he's running amazing things. Maybe he will share a little bit more in personal talks. So we asked Ben, hey Ben, we need you. Set up the website. We want to start this movement. YMCA actually wants to start this movement. They asked us. So YMCA is also paying for your training. Did you know that? You came here for free. I mean, some had to pay, but this training costs something. The food in Switzerland, maybe you realize, it's quite expensive. Sleeping, everything. So they are covering all your costs. And we are very thankful. And we should be all very thankful for that. But that means you will pay for someone else. So we set up a number. It's just a number, okay? We set up $2,000. So you get $2,000 for free this week. This training, it's about $2,000 with all the food and everything. So you will have a debt. Is it debt or loan? Or
Yeah.
So you will owe us $2,000. But as soon as you multiplied yourself, as soon 3 little Julias will be born, this debt, you're released. You understand? So you're released. So that's the concept. But then the little Julias, they have 2,000. Actually, each one of them. So together they have 6,000.
Yeah.
Okay. And as soon the little Julias brought forth even little, I don't know how to say it in English. Even more Julias, smaller Julias, they are released. Okay? You understand? But then they have a problem. No, it's not a problem, but they got. So we put up this number to help you to multiply. Because the last 20 years I worked with movements and we realized if we don't put a little pressure on it, they don't multiply. So that's why we put a little bit of pressure on you to help you to multiply. So you got that, right? So don't be afraid. We won't put you into prison. No problems. one picture I think is also important for us to catch. It's the picture, I read this story once. The story goes like this. There was a little stone coming somewhere from heaven, and this stone started to grow and became bigger and bigger and bigger until he filled the whole earth. So let's say this is the earth, Africa, somewhere Europe, America, Central America, China, Asia, and so on, okay? So that little stone filled the whole earth. And that's exactly what Global Influencer will do. One day, it will fill the whole earth. One day, everyone will know what you're doing. And so many good things will happen. So many value will be brought through you and your little kids, whatever I want to call it. You understand? It's like a mountain which will fill the whole earth. You could also call it a grassroots movement. It's like grass, which is growing everywhere. I don't know. If you have time one day, come to our rooftop. Even there, grass. I don't know who brought it up there. I don't know. But grass is growing everywhere. So every autumn we have to dig out all that grass. Grass is growing everywhere. So it's a grassroots movement. That's why we make it very simple. It's a simple movement. It's a simple training. You will be able to train others. It will be very simple. Don't be shocked of all the lessons. They are very simple lessons. And soon I'm gonna finish. We have 3 pillars. Which that movement is built on. One is it's digital. That's why Ben is making little movies, is recording everything. So even tonight, you will see on the map, on the Global Influencer webpage, you can watch this movie already. These are very small movies. We are only doing 4 to 6 minute movies, introducing a new theme, a new lesson. So you can already click on. Some of the little movies you will do by yourself. So be prepared. So it's digital. Then we have also material, or we call it tools. We're gonna hand them out. All these tools will be on the website. They're for free for everyone. We don't charge for that. You can use these tools. We're gonna work with these tools through all the lessons. And then, but it's all, and that's very important, it's in community. So that's why we asked you to come in pairs, not by yourself. Some now came by itself, but usually you should always work in pairs, in community. Because if one is weak, the other one is strong. And I tell you, like with Matthias and Ben and me, this is such a power because we have different strengths. We're going to talk about strengths later. We complete each other, we help each other. So these are the 3 pillars Global Influencer is standing on. And with that, I want to finish.